Okay, so we're going to take a look at night moves. I'm going to show you the rest of this, show it in its entirety real quick here, using the capo at the first fret. So we're going to have G, F, and C. Okay, so the primary part of the song is going G, and remember, you can use F as a bar chord, or you can just use F down here as the regular sort of pseudo open chord. Doesn't make any difference. So G, F, and C, and then back to F. That's the main part of the verse. And of course, what makes that a little bit tricky is the fact that the strum that you're doing. Remember, you got to strum up, up, up to make those changes. So that's what really makes it sound kind of funky. Is the fact that you're doing those ups every time. So if you were strumming like this the whole time, okay, so you have to make sure that you're switching on those up strums. Okay, now, when you're moving into the chorus, you just came off your G, moves to a D chord. Now this D chord is kind of insignificant because you wouldn't have to throw that D in there before moving to the chorus, but it's in there. So I'll show you what it looks like with and without it. So we're coming off this section. Here we go with the D. Or you could just come off and just go straight to the E minor. So either way would be just fine, but it is in there. So then we're moving to the chorus, which is E, which is E minor, D, C, D. So again, 4-chord sequence, E minor, D, C, D. Then it heads right back in again. After that D, you head right back to G, and you're doing the verse. So verse is G, F, C, F. Into the chorus, there's a D there if you want to play that, and then the chorus is E minor, D, C, D. Okay, then there's this little weird part where it moves into the interlude, where we're playing G, right here. Then we go into chorus, and it kind of slows down. So you're going to E minor, like the chorus, and then you go to D, and then G, and he's all mellow here. And then there's a G7 to C. Okay, so we're going into the I wonder, hey, we felt the lightning part. So we're coming off our normal verse. Now we're going to go into it like we're going to the chorus with that D. So we're going, and then back to D. But instead of going to the C like we do in the chorus, we're just going to head back to G. So we have, let me come off the last part. G7, and then to C, to G, C again, F, D, then he stops on G, and he does G again, he's singing. Woke last night to the sound of thunder, and then you actually go to a C major 7, which is C without the first finger, and then back to G, and then back to C major 7 again, and then he goes to E minor on Ain't It Funny How the Night Moves to C. So you're leaving out the D stuff here because it's all mellow, and then E minor to to C, with autumn closing in, and then we're back into the song again. So it's a weird little segue in there, this whole middle section. So you're coming off, again, the normal verse section, and then you're going into what seems like the chorus with D to E minor to D, but then you head back to G. And then there's a G7, which again, you wouldn't have to play G7. You could just play G if you wanted to. And O, that's where the C is, to G, C, and then F, we waited on the thunder, D, waited on the thunder, and then this is where it breaks down G to C major 7. Okay? So again, write these little segments down on a piece of paper and then go back, find the lyrics if you need to, and listen to the song, and then just start placing them in the appropriate places. So again, 80% of the song is G, F, C, F, and then the E minor, D, C, D thing for the chorus. It's just that little breakdown that you're going to have to listen to a number of times to get a sense of where those chords need to go.